folks, Lawson Outdoors. We're continuing on with the Suburban build, the Suburban ATV lawnmower build. And what I've gotten here is a buggy, a shopping cart. And this part right here, I'm gonna try to cut it off back here and use it as a front bumper for my lawnmower. And I like how that that front part of the buggy right there is kind of turned down. If I flip it over and mount it under the lawnmower, this right here can act as a skid plate under the bottom. So for the people that's having trouble finding steel or paying for steel, go to a poor neighborhood, and you should find it easily 2 or 3 shopping carts around there, because the poor people, they love to use shopping carts, and snatch 1 or 2 of them up and cut them up and use them. I mean, if I change my mind about this, I can still use these steel bar pieces right here to weld to make a bumper out of. Use the buggy, thinking about using the buggy portion of mesh, like going on the sides, or as brush guards on the side of the lawnmower. So it's free steel out there. You just got to go out there and find it. And this buggy, I can cut it apart and use a lot of it. So that's what I'll do, and continue on with the build. I'm finishing up my locking the transaxle, and it's almost finished. I know the welds are pretty nasty looking, but I kind of sort of did the same thing Fearless Front did, but I just welded the whole thing up together, and it still works. It's locked up, so it's still kind of hot. I mean, still pretty hot, but it's locked up, got it welded up, good and tight, so that should hold. I mean, I don't care what tire I put on there, it should hold. So if I break an axle or something like that, I'll just end up having to find another set of axles. Transmissions, transaxles, there's a lot of them out there, so they shouldn't cost that much. I mean, hopefully I won't. That's spotted. Hopefully I won't break anything. So I'm still thinking about running. What's up with all these bugs? I'm still thinking about running 22 to 23-inch tires, so I'm not sure. Still see I got my emergency welding set up, so I'm still welding off of that, and it's turning out pretty good. So my next thing is I'm jumping from not enough. I'm jumping from idea to idea. So my next thing is really to work on that engine, and I got it sitting up there on the lawnmower itself. But tear the engine apart, clean it up real good, and my pulley setup, I have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Welding on the pulleys and all of that stuff. I got my back pulley. I want to weld this on to the front and then go with like a 5 to 45-inch pulley on the back, on the transaxle itself. So Fearless Front said that the best idea is to go with 2 big pulleys instead of a big pulley and a smaller pulley, because when the belt gets wet, the bigger the pulley is, the more area, the more belt it's touching, since it's a bigger area, and the more friction you'll make and the more traction you'll get out of that. The smaller the pulley is, the harder it is to create enough friction to spin that belt. So I want to try to go with 2 good sized pulleys on there. But all in all, it's coming along. I still have to get my tires. I want some 8-inch front wheels. I haven't had any luck finding them, so I'll probably go with the same ones I got, but the rear tires, I still have to buy them. But I'll keep posting updates. Lawson Outdoors, I'm out.